Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. My name is Prime and TU20 Project Resolve and Season 3 Vanguard is here, baby. Yes, sir, we had to wait a little bit longer. They extended the maintenance for a little bit, but not by that much. And there is so much to talk about. But of course, for today, Tuesday, vendor reset. So let's see if we can buy some new items, some new gear sets, maybe some new talents as well. So let's dive right in there and let me show you what they have in store for us this week. But keep an eye on the channel because I have so much more content coming. It is a great update. But without further ado, let's dive right in. And there we are at the countdown vendor. The Emmeline's Guard, the Anarchist's Cookboat, and their Invisible Hand are for sale here. Invisible Hand already comes with damage you target out of cover, but of course also with that perfect Allegro. So you can roll that assault rifle to the max cap and optimize the rest. Anarchist's Cookbook comes with weapon handling and skill damage and armor, and then of course perfectly wicked. Emmeline's Guard of course comes with the perfect preservation and comes with critical hit damage. So you can roll that damage you target out of cover on there and optimize the rest if you're still looking for it. And there we are at the White House, and in my humble opinion you might want to pick up this Pyromaniac, and that's the only thing. It comes with maxed out assault rifle damage, so you can roll the critical hit damage away for some damage you target out of cover, and you only have to optimize the health damage, but it's gonna set you back. If you don't have the gun yet, I will pick it up, and of course this comes with the perfectly ignited, amplifies the weapon damage by 25% to burning enemies. It's always been amplified, but they finally now updated the talent text. So go for it if you're still looking for it. And there we are at the clan vendor, and look at this. The Fox sprayers are for sale here again. Of course, that 8% damage you target out of cover as the special attribute. 11.5% weapon damage, so you can roll that status effects away if you want it, of course. Then Backpack of Umbra already with 14.8% weapon damage, so you can roll that status effect away for whatever you think is necessary, and you have it close to God roll. Then next to that we have a Stoner LMG, and this comes with Reformation, but it already comes with damage to maxed out as well. So roll that talent away and optimize the rest, so you have yourself a universal Stoner LMG. We all know the LMGs have gotten a buff in this update, so this Stoner LMG will hit a lot harder, and it's pretty stable as well. It's one of the laser beams inside of the LMG category. And again, I would say roll that Reformation away, so you can just keep on rolling the talent away if new talents come with, of course, new seasons. But that's pretty much everything in the clan vendor in my humble opinion. And then for the next one, it's the campus. I'm only showing you this because the Forge is here, the named holster, of course, with 50% shield health. Not really great buy, just like the rest. It's not really worth traveling for, or at least not in my humble opinion. So skip this one if you don't want to pick up that Forge. And there we are at the theater, and it's not really worth traveling for this. You can skip it in my humble opinion, of course. So let's jump over to the next one, shall we? And there we are at the castle. We can pick up the Night Watcher with 100% scanner pulse haste and 4.7% critical hit chance already on there. So this gives you an opportunity to roll that armor away, for example, some weapon damage if you want to, of course, or pick it up to just optimize it. The rest isn't really worth it in my humble opinion, so if you don't want to pick up that Night Watcher, I would skip the castle vendor. So let's jump over to the DZs. And there we are at DZ East. It's not really worth traveling for, not really in my humble opinion. It's too expensive for the DZ credits. You can better farm it just in the DZ at some landmarks. So let's jump over to the next one. And there we are at DZ South, and look at this. The Orbit is back in stock. Of course, coming with perfect finisher. It isn't really the best on the rolls, but it's only 2 attributes that we need to do. So roll that attribute away for damage you target out of cover, and then just optimize the pistol damage. This helps out a lot on low crit builds, just to pop out that Orbit and take him out. Then next to that, it's not really worth it in my humble opinion. It's a little bit too expensive. Maybe this backpack from Seska for a headshot damage build, for example. Critical hit damage and headshot damage is already on there, so roll that talent away for vigilance, for example, and optimize the rest. You will have a universal backpack. You can change that talent around for whatever you think is necessary for a particular build. But that's again pretty much everything you want to pick up at DZ South. So let's jump over. And there we are at our last DZ West, and the Virginian is for sale, and it's a pretty damn good one. Almost maxed out rifle damage, damage you target out of cover already on there, and of course it comes with perfect boomerang. So in my humble opinion, if you're still looking for it and you have the DZ creds for it, I would roll the critical hit damage to the max cap and optimize the damage you target out of cover, or the other way around, whatever you think is necessary. But this is a great gun, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. That Virginian in combination with that perfect boomerang is definitely a lot of fun. But that's again pretty much everything that you can pick up in my humble opinion. So let's jump over to New York and see if this new season has updated the New York vendors as well. And there we are, the first vendor in New York. Right off the bat, the military G36 is for sale, and this got a very nice boost. It's not that easy to control, and it might not be the best rolls on there, as it comes with swap speed and spike, but I just wanted to remind you that keep a lookout for that G36. It's gonna be a very nice gun to fight with, or at least it will do its damage. It might be a little bit harder to control than other ARs in the game. Then jumping over to the next one, and that's gonna be a knee pads of Golan. As we know, this has been updated from 1% armor regeneration to 1.5% armor regeneration, and this already comes with the armor regeneration attribute on there. In my humble opinion, I would roll that weapon handling away for some crit chance for your armor regeneration crit build. It's gonna be a lot of fun to run around with it. Definitely pick this piece up. Just like the Brazos holster. If you don't want to go for the named Brazos holster with, of course, that weapon damage on there, this could be a very nice addition as well, because they upped the magazine size. In the combination with that Lady Death, this is gonna be a very good brand set. And then again, it already comes with crit chance, so you can roll that explosive resistant way for some critical hit damage, or even something else, whatever you think is necessary for that build. But keep an eye on Brazos as well. And that's pretty much it for the first vendor in New York, so let's see what the last one has in store for us, and let's check up on Roy. And there we are at the last vendor of today at Roy, and it's not that interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. You might want to pick up these knee pads of Seska with critical hit damage and critical hit chance already on there. This gives you the opportunity to roll that weapon damage to the higher cap of 15%, or even go for some armor if you want a little bit more tanky build, or you want to go into PvP. But that's pretty much everything that we can pick up this week, and yes, it is TU20 and everything around it. Season 3, of course, Project Resolve. There is a lot more to talk about, but I still wanted to give you this vendor reset. So keep an eye on the channel. If you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form, make sure to like this video. And like I said, if you want to keep updated about TU20, all the new changes in the Division 2, the Division universe, and the future Division 3, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. PurePrime out!